Hello everybody, Miss Jackie Russell here and welcome to my channel. And today I have an HS mask. This is Skincare by HS and I got this mask from my girlfriend Carol and I think it was in a giveaway that she sent me. And it is the collagen, improves elasticity, smooths fine lines, lock in moisture, and it's paraben free. And I want to let you know, Carol, that I have the V-line lifting mask that you sent. So the one that I sent you was another one, okay? So I didn't send it back to you. I heard you that day and I was thinking, man, did I just turn around and send her giveaway back to her? But I didn't. I promise. It's right here. I thought about using it, but I don't know how long it's going to take to figure it out and put it on, so I decided to go with the other one you sent because I've got a lot to do today. I want to go through my empties and and there's a lot, and I want to go through my week 1 for June Jubilee. That's right. If you are here and you know all about the year of the Jubilee, then I've got my prize number 1 ready to show you guys. And I have a winner of the I won, so can you. Now, speaking of winners, the Jubilee winner announcements will probably be out Tuesday or Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that. It'll be a dedicated video for those winners. But today I'm going to announce the I won, so can you from Kim. I had one from Kim, hanging out with Kim, and I have a giveaway. And I ran it for 2 weeks, and it ended yesterday. And so I have a winner, and I want to announce that winner today, and I'll do that here in just a minute. So if you are participating in the I won, so can you. Hang around and find out who our winner is. And then, let's see, anything else I need to tell you guys? I don't know. I will tell you, yesterday I had to call poison control. Well, excuse me, not yesterday, but Saturday, because I accidentally took my husband's Parkinson's medicine. And you probably wonder, how in the world could you do that, you silly girl? Well, went to get his medicine. I came back, and my son came in from outside, asked me a question, and I answered his question. And then I turned around, and I was thirsty. So I picked up my cup, and I took a big swig of water, and I had those pills in my hand like this. And out of reflex, because I do take like vitamins and stuff like that during the day after I eaten. I had just had lunch, and I guess I thought I had my vitamins. And so I popped them in my mouth, and when they got right here, I went, oh my God, those are not that's medicine. That's Parkinson's medicine. Oh my goodness. So I called the emergency hotline for Texas for poison control and told them my age. They wanted to know my age, how much I weighed, and exactly what I took. And I'd taken 2 of his dopamine cardopa pills and 1 of his amnidine. And they put me on hold. They said, let us find out the particulars. They got back with me and they said, we're not worried about the amnidine. It's not going to do anything. You should be fine. But they said on the other one, we have 4 things we need you to watch out for. Involuntary movements, or movements that just start going like this. I said, oh, my hand or my arm, my feet. He goes, yeah, even your tongue or your eye or your mouth, anything that you can't stop. I said, okay. And then he said palpations, like heart palpations, or my blood pressure going up real high. And I think those were the main ones, yeah. And I would be nauseous. He said you could get nauseous. And he goes, and if you throw up once, that's okay. But if you keep throwing up, then you need to go to ER. He said, basically what we want you to do is just take it easy and don't do anything. So I was petrified. And Sunday morning, when I gave my husband his first dose of medicine, he goes, don't take my pills. Oh, he has such sense of humor, even though he's going through what he's going through. And it has gotten different. He's got Parkinson's dementia. So now we're dealing with PDD. And he has the kind of dementia that makes him think he's somewhere else or going somewhere else are seeing something else, like hallucinations. So it's really been hard, but we've been managing through it. And there are some sleepless nights. On some nights, it's 48 hours he's up, and I have to be up because he might be trying to leave, like exiting. And he did that, and I kept telling him, no, we got to stay till 6 o'clock. And then finally, I did take him somewhere just so that he could go somewhere. And it must have helped because I took him to Denny's to have breakfast, and I told him we needed to head back to the house. He said okay, so he was all right after that. So you just got to know how to deal with people. You don't bring them to your reality. You try to go to their reality the best way you can, and you try to divert or distract them with another conversation or with something else, so that you're not diminishing their thoughts, because whatever they're seeing or doing that's real to them may not be real, but it's real to them. Now, I do have on my Estee Lauder. This is Pure Color Envy Lip Volumizer, and it's in Bloom Volumeur. And I've been using this. I didn't even realize it was a volumizer. That's funny. I thought it was a night oil. So I must have a night oil somewhere too, and I just got to find it, because I have, like I said, everything Estee Lauder. This has a little bit of a pink tint to it, and I've been wearing that before I go to bed at night, so I probably have the wrong one. I'm just a hoot around here. That's all there is to it. But let's tell who the winner is of the I Won, So Can You, hanging out with Kim. I won from her, and now you get a chance to win. And my winner of the I Won, So Can You had to be subscribed to both me and hanging out with Kim, and she is. And of course she had to comment in the video, and my winner is Coastal Girl, Melissa. That's right, sweet Melissa is the winner of the I Won, So Can You. So Melissa, you have 48 hours to contact me. YouTube and or any of the brands that I've shown, we're not affiliated, and I'll get your package out USPS as soon as possible. Alright guys, I'm going to start with my empties. I think I'm going to go with the vitamins that I emptied out. I did the Leamy Glow Hair, Skin, and Nail Gummies, and I got these from FabFitFun for $15. They're normally $30. Probably got it for $14.99, $15. And these are great. I would definitely repurchase these, but I only try to buy them through FabFitFun because you can get them half price. If you go to their site or to Amazon, it is $30 for these. And I've seen them on sale once or twice, like around November, Black Friday, and I think I've seen it maybe on Christmas in July or whenever Amazon has their next big sale. I think that comes up in July. And then I also got the Leamy Matcha Energy B12 gummies, and these are really good. Now, y'all remember I had those side things, like, I don't know, when you have a B12 deficiency, I was having where it was raw in there. I don't know what they call that, but on the insides corners of my mouth. And I got these in my FabFitFun box, not realizing I was going to need them at the time the way that I did. But it's got matcha and CoQ10 with the B12 support. These are great. I love them. I bought 2 bottles. I've got another one that I'm going to finish up. And I think I got 2 bottles for like $22. I got a really good deal because these are, again, $30 each. And I'll have to say these work, because my B12 deficiency problem that I was having on my lips went away immediately. I mean, within 2 days. It was fast. I used up all my Ollie Extra Strength Sleep, and I get these at Grove, but the Extra Strength Sleep is more expensive on Grove. So I get them at Amazon now for about $4 less a jar or a package. So I've kind of switched there. I am a price checker. If I find that I can get something cheaper somewhere else, I'm going to get it there. And $4 was a lot. If it was just 50 cents or something, probably wouldn't matter. But I like the Extra Strength Sleep. It works really good, and I found it to be very, very helpful. So anyway, there's that. And then the bio optimizers. Okay. Yes, I used all of the magnesium. This is the magnesium breakthrough. No, it's not. This is the berberine breakthrough. This is the blood sugar support complex. I use these up, but I don't have a blood sugar problem. So I don't know if they did anything for me, but if you have blood sugar problems like hypoglycemia, I do have that, but I've got it well under control. But this is going to have the chromium picolinate in it that you're going to need for people that have low blood sugar, and and you start getting kind of dizzy and wonky or whatever. So this would help that, and I know that it would because I know that chromium picolinate is one of the main things to take, and that's what I took for years to get mine under control. So this would work. All their products have been very good. I think if you try anything from the bio optimizers, you're going to love it. Okay, I got the True Grace omega-3 fish oil, highly concentrated. Got this from Grove, and I think it's around $30. These are good. They work, and I like to chew mine up because Haley Pomeroy, my nutritionist through the books and her website, says that we can chew hers up. And so I tried these, and it does not taste fishy. And that was a good thing because I didn't want to be burping up fish taste. Yuck. Ugh. So I didn't want to do that, and I have tried these. I like them, and I have repurchased these. So that's True Grace brand. So it's a real good brand, 400 mg EPA, which EPA is important to have, DHA per serving, sustainably sourced wild-caught Alaskan pollock, I guess, and then it's in triglyceride form. And that EPA thing's very important. See how it says EPA, 800 milligrams, EPA or DNA, 800 milligrams. That's two of the things you want to find when you're looking for a good omega-3. So it doesn't necessarily have to be this brand, but if you're taking this type of supplement, make sure you're getting what you need to improve your brain and all the benefits that you get from that. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is called Circulation and Vein Support. I learned about this product from Bonnie with Bonnie's Bargains, and her husband has diabetes, and she said this worked great for circulation and vein support, and it does. And so I bought it for my son who has diabetes, and then I also let my husband use some because he was having some circulation. And a bottle this size, I want to say, is around $50 or $60. So it's not cheap, but it's effective. And the ingredients in it that helps this is Diasmin, butcher's broom, horse chestnut, pine bark, grapeseed extract, and hesperidine and rutin. So it's a combination of all those things that if you have problems with circulation, whether it be vascular or if it's diabetes related, whatever it is, this would be a recommended product. So let me get it back up there because a lot of us older people start running into that problem. I have varicose veins, so I could probably benefit from that thing too. But I had surgery for my varicose veins, and way back when I was 26, so mine have been under control for a lot of years, so hopefully it'll stay that way. Now here's the Bio Optimizers Magnesium Breakthrough. Guys, I bought it. I bought 3-pack. I'm going to tell you all about it in a video, I guess, but this works. This stuff works great for a lot of reasons. Your heart, your metabolism, sleeping, your intestines. This is really good. This is truly a breakthrough. And you need magnesium in your body for calcium to absorb for your bones. So there's a lot of reasons to find yourself a good magnesium, whether it be this one or not. Now I have my link down in my description for this if you want to save 10%, I think. But whether or not you use mine, that's okay. I'm just telling you this works. I've already bought it. I bought 3 more bottles. So I bought a pack. You can buy one for like $60 or $70, or you can buy, no, maybe it was $50, or you can buy a 3-pack for like $87. So that's what I did. So I did purchase this. I'm not telling y'all things that I use or like if I'm not using it myself, or if I'm not using it, I'm going to tell you. So that was all my vitamin stuff. I did finish up one of my chi. You can tell this thing is like bent up because I was trying to get every last drop of this argan oil, plus moringa oil conditioner. And I still have the shampoo, but I probably use more conditioner than I do shampoo. Because I put conditioner on the ends of my hair when my hair first gets wet. I put a big old glob of conditioner all down the ends of my hair, and then I work it up to about, here. And then I just let that set. Then I put shampoo up in this part of my hair. I don't ever put shampoo in that part of my hair, the longer part. And people ask me how I keep my hair so nice being 65 years old. And that's how I do it. My stylist told me that years ago, especially with me when I started coloring it, to keep it from getting dried out. And it works. So, and I also read it in a magazine not too long after she had told me that. So I thought, wow, she gave me a great tip. So again, you just you rinse your hair, and whatever soap falls through your hair, that's what gets soapy. Not because you're sitting there soaping up your hair. Let your hair first get moisture right away. When it gets wet, put the conditioner on there. It absorbs it up like a moisture wrap with all that conditioner on there, and it truly conditions your hair. So that is my tip of the day. I highly recommend that. I highly recommend She products, any of their hair care. I've got this one. I've got the one for colored hair. I've got the one for heat treated hair. I've got, maybe those are the only three. Anyway, I still have some. They'll eventually come up in my empties, but I do highly recommend that brand. And they got good dry shampoo too. The black seed oil is really good. It got kind of expensive though, everything is. It went up to $18. So I went ahead and got the good deal on FabFitFun with I ordered it. I think I got Oplex coming in my boxes, and I also get the Living Proof. And those all work pretty good. But the black seed oil, I don't know. It still might be better. Okay, now we got a whole little tub of empties here. We're going to go through them as quickly as possible. I use Hello, and this is the anti-plaque whitening. And my husband and I both went through a tube of this, but I only kept one to show y'all. It takes me a long time to go through the Hello charcoal, but this really does, whiten your teeth and fresh breath, and it has coconut oil. And I really like this. I just don't like that it's black. So yeah, if you get this one, you're going to be using black toothpaste because of the charcoal. It really is charcoal in there. And I used up an Ahava Soothing Body Lotion, Superfood, Kale, and Turmeric. I might have got that from Kim, from hanging out with Kim in my little prize that I won from her. That's very good. And turmeric, kale, both of those are good for you. Turmeric is good for your joints and everything too. If you're going to take a supplement for joints and for pain, and it's got lots of benefits. Turmeric or turmeric, however you want to say it. Get you a good bottle of that. Matter of fact, I just finished one. What did I do with that bottle? This is the one I get. It's turmeric with curcumin, and it's with bioperin, and it also has some black pepper in there so it will absorb. But I take 3 of these a day. If I'm having joint problems or something, skin issues, I might take more. But anyway, that's the brand that I use. That's all used up. I've got that on automatic shipment from Amazon, so I don't know why I ran out before it got here. I got to check into that. Okay, another story. All right. I used up my Ritual of Myrrh, and this was okay. I use this on my feet because this has a real perfumey smell. And I didn't like that perfumey smell all over my body. So I used this on my feet. Worked great. But, I mean, if you like the scent and you want to have it all over you, then you'd probably like it. It's a good product. It was very effective for my feet. Okay, I got this in my Grove, which I don't even know if that video's come out yet. But these taste wonderful. This is Metabolism Immunity Focus. And these taste really good. It was peach flavored. And it's like having 8 cups of spinach in this little thing. So do you get your greens? This is a new way to get your greens, and you can get it at Grove. and those taste excellent. In my grow video, I'm going to have more about the 8 greens, and I'm going to be showing y'all a sample, demo, everything on that product of the one that you drink. But anyway, that's another video. I found this e.l.f. Apparently I liked it. I like that purple and the gray and that white. I didn't use the black. Funny because I use black all the time now, but back then I didn't. Anyways, found this. It's really old. I'd have to say this is in the 1990s of some sort. So yeah, I found it in one of my old bags. So I'm going to toss that out. Although, I mean, truly, probably not even bad. Look how the pigment's still coming off of there. Wow. So I don't even know. Y'all let me know. Should I toss it out? Because look at that pigment. I mean, it's still really good. Even the white's showing up. So I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't toss it out. Is that a blue? Might be a bluish tone. I don't know. Anyway, that was in my an old thing. Okay. This product is definitely highly recommended, especially if you have sensitive skin like me. I use this Ultra Repair Cream, and it's got intense hydration with that Collindol oatmeal. And this was great. I used it on my plaque psoriasis, and I loved it. And I recently bought another product by the same company, but that's Cool Cucumber, and I'm liking it too. So all their products are good. If you ever wondered, they are. I used up another Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Synchronized Recovery Complex. I use this at night, and of course it's empty, but I use this at night, and sometimes I'll use it during the day. I have other ones that I might use during the day, but this is a very good, if you can afford it, or get it free or in one of their kits. Like the times that I buy these things are like when they have the Blockbuster. So anyway, it works really good. I've got one of my PrimeLash, which I think is the black because I bought a new one. Look at that. I think it still has some on it. But anyways, I've got it in here. I've got it finished. You can save 15% with PrimeLash if you're interested. I really don't even know if that's finished. But, you know, they say you're not supposed to keep them for more than 3 months. And it's got a real bendable wand, and it picks up every last one. So I highly recommend this product because I have purchased it now 2 of these, 3 mascaras since I was introduced to it. It's got nutrients in it. It really makes my lashes longer. And anyways, Miss Jackie Russell will get you 15%. That's the code. All right. The next thing I have here is a Buxom lip liner. On one end, it has like your brush, you know, to brush it on. And then on the other end was my color, which is all down to nothing, which was like a mauve color. Now, I think if you get the Allure box, you're going to get one of these. I bought this. But theirs might be a newer style. I was trying to see what color this is, but I can't see. Just says Power Liner. Anyway, it was good. I would definitely buy Buxom again. This here was a hair conditioner mask that I got in my Balmy box. This is Eva NYC. I'm not sure, or maybe, yeah, I either got it out of Balmy box or I might have got it out of Face Story. I think this came out of Face Story box. It was good. I would use it again. This here was Sunset Rituals by Vor, and it was a conditioner. This is a joke of a conditioner. What I mean by the conditioner is good, but it's only good for one time. There's not a lot of product in that little bottle. It looks bigger, but there's not that much in there. I just thought that was funny. Now, I've been using this lip mask for a while. 1000 Roses Lip Sleeping Mask, Alpine Rose Stem Cells, and it's for sensitive, I guess, lips. And I guess you say that Andula. This was excellent. I got this out of the Balanced box, that Balanced Discovery box. And I would for sure buy this. Matter of fact, I might look for it because I used it every night as a sleep mask. Now, I used Charlotte's Magic Body Cream, and it has the caffeine and everything in there, and it's all gone. And it was nice. It really doesn't have a strong scent or anything. It's just a nice body cream. So I would definitely use that again. I used up my 5C2 Sepia. I thought it was ginger that I used, the 5N ginger, but apparently I need to get the 5C2. C stands for cool, 2, and Sepia. And what I bought was the 4W, which is warm. And apparently that's not the right color. I need to stay toward the cool colors. I can have some warm or neutral. But anyway, now I've got a warm and a couple of cools, 4 and 3, I think. And I'm going to have to buy me one of these. I don't have this color. So anyways, that'll be on my list of things to repurchase. Yes, I do buy only Estee Lauder foundation, the Double Wear and or the Double Wear Light. This runs around $50. If you can get it at 20% off, that's what I'm going to do. It'll drop it down to $39 or $40, somewhere around there. And this was the Fakai shampoo. And I had the conditioner, but I already used that up because I always use conditioners up first. And because I condition my hair twice. I do it when I first get in the shower, like I told you, and then I do conditioner again after I shampoo. Yep, that's what I do. Anyways, this was good. Would I buy it? No. Only because I only buy Chi or Joico. I only buy Chi or Joico. And I do spend the money for that because those two are great. They're my favorite. I really hadn't found any that's better than them, but I like to try others, of course. And I did buy Josie Marin's Argan like shampoo and conditioner, and I like it a lot. But my hairstylist told me to only use it once a month because she said argan oil product can get buildup on your hair and not to overdo it now. So I pretty much take her advice. But I will tell you, when I use that, my hair is so soft. But she said she could tell that I had used it and she could feel the oil in my hair. I couldn't feel it, but that's what she said. So I'm passing that on to y'all. Okay, I used up my MAC Skin Canvas Balm Hyper Real Moisturizing Cream. This was really nice. I liked it, and of course I was probably going to like it. And I tell y'all this all the time, but MAC's owned by Estee Lauder. This is very similar to the consistency of the revitalizing cream that I use right now. Now I'm sure it's a little bit different because that's MAC and that's Estee Lauder, but still the same company. Okay, I used the Espa. This was the Neutral Beauty Inner Calm Positive Bath and Shower Gel. This was really nice. This was like a spa experience. I really liked it. And I don't know where I got it. I think I got that out of an advent calendar. Oh yeah, I used another Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. So sometimes I probably do use that twice a day. I mean like night and evening. But I do use other hyaluronic acids, even though you might not think so. And this here is one. Hey, I did use another hyaluronic. Well, this is a Relift. Well, let's see what this is. It's L'Oreal. Yeah, hyaluronic acid serum. So I did use that little sample up, and it was good. I mean, I don't know. Now this has test results behind it, okay, that it actually works with all the synchronization that it has in it. And I can't even tell y'all about it, but there's a lot of things that go into this little product right here. So I know they have science behind it. And then I used up a Tarte drink of H2O, and that was so nice. It's all gone. It doesn't really have a heavy scent or anything. It's kind of nice and fresh scent. Now that's everything inside there, and everything else that I'm going to be showing you is going to be my mask, I think. Let me pull these out of here. I had a lot of empties, didn't I? I just used this. I got this from Kim. This was a hydrating mask. I think it was called Farm Stay. Very nice. Love that mask. This here was a sample that I got out of Grove, and I did use this for sensitive skin, the Golden Hour Recovery Cream. And it does all those things. Hydrates without heaviness, reduce appearance of redness, combats visible sign of aging, and strengthens skin barrier. And yeah, I used that on my plaque psoriasis area and it worked very well. I used a Garnier Moisture Balm, and I think I got this from Wendy, from Unboxing with Wendy Jean. She sent this over for my birthday and it was very nice and relaxing. Thank you. And then I got this out of FabFitFun. This is the Dr. Jart, which again is another Estee Lauder company. And I like that mask. It works really well. And this here is a Korean mask from Numbits. Got this out of my Balmy box. This is really nice. Now, is this the green tea one? One of them made me break out, but I don't think it was this one. This was the one that calmed my skin. This is a Tony Moly. Their Master Labs are really nice. I really like this. Intensive brightening. Definitely buy that one again. I did a Tony Moly Cherry Blossom. Love that one. It is a brightening mask. Anytime you're dealing with your citrus, fruity things. This is that Vibe that I won from TEA, Tea Time Adventures. And this is really nice. This is a cocoa extract with B5. And then I also got this one from her and from that winning. And this is a facial sheet mask with olive extract. And it was nice too. I got this from FabFitFun, and if I remember right, I think I had a little bit of problem with this staying on, but I mean overall it was a good mask. I think it was real cute. I think it had like little bears and stuff on it, but anyway, I don't use a lot of theirs. And then this is the one. I got this out of the Balmy box, the green tea, the Vert. Now I've come to the conclusion that I think I'm sensitive to green tea because I got really red all over with this, especially on my cheeks. They looked like they were on fire after I got done with this. So I'm not going to use any more masks with green tea. And the reason I say I think I might be sensitive to green tea is, you know how you gonna go on these diets and stuff and they insist that you drink green tea. Every time I drink green tea, I gain 2 to 4 pounds overnight. I'm not kidding. And I always think, well, it's just my body holding fluid for whatever reason. But every time I drink green tea, it happens again. And then after this happened, now I know that I'm sensitive to green tea. So I'm going to stay away from green tea, which is weird because green tea is supposed to really be good for you. Got a lot of high antioxidants in it, but it's not good for you if it inflames your body. Now this here was a collab that I did with Kim, hanging out with Kim. We did the butterfly sheet mask. This smelled like raspberry. It was so good. And I loved that sheet mask. It worked really good. And that is all my empties. Oh my, how long is this video? So I got to show you this real fast. Use hashtag Jubilee in the comments if you want to be in part of this giveaway for week 1 in June. I'm going to show you real quickly what's going to be in here. I'm going to have the thigh rescue just in time for summer. So if your thighs are rubbing and you need to have some Mega Babe on your thighs to keep them from chafing, then that's going to be in here. You're also going to get a Florence. This is and it's kind of a, my package is kind of torn from showing it. But this is a gloss. I don't even know if I can get it open. And it's kind of a pinky color. So, and I did squeeze it up there so y'all could see what color it is. But I haven't used it. Now I need it to go back down. May have to wipe that off again. But anyway, have not used it, but I did show it. I do have the box open. Okay, I'm going to have a Revant Peach. And this is a beauty bar. It really doesn't smell like peach. Peach is the name of the company. They call this Bask in the Glow of Beauty tomorrow with this moisturizing hand and body bar. And I don't know, it still doesn't give us a scent. So I don't know what the scent is. It smells lovely. I'll just say that. It's got a nice airy scent. You're also going to get this blush, and that is the color, and I'm going to just tell you that's what you're getting because it'll take me a little bit of time to try to get that out of the packaging. And then you're going to get a palette. This is the Ace Beauty Palette, Slice of Paradise. And you're going to get this. This is brand new. I bought it from my BoxyCharm drops. And I want to share it with you guys. It's just in time for summer. Got lots of bright colors in it and a mirror. So this is what this palette looks like. So that is your main event. Now this box is a little bit bigger and it has a bunch of those peanutty things in there. So I may toss in, and probably will, some other things like maybe some mask, and who knows, might put some other makeup in there like eyeliner or something, or I might put some skincare in there. But this is week 1, and like I said, the other part that you get out of this box will be a mystery, but I do have room for some other things. So like I said, I've got plenty, and I'll just share it around. Okay, so what do y'all think about that? Should I keep that or not? I mean, they're even blending okay and staying on, I suppose. But I don't know. It was so old. I know I had to have that in Corpus Christi. I lived in Corpus Christi from 1993 to 1998. Well, really into 2000, because after we sold our house, I flew back and forth for 2 years and had an apartment there. So I was there till 2001, I think. Every week I was flying back and forth. So that reminds me, one time I woke up late and I flew Southwest, because Southwest Airlines could get a direct flight down there for like, probably back then, round trip, you know, going down on a Monday, coming back on Friday, probably $70. And it might have been less, might have been a little more, but anyways, I was late. I had to wear suits. And so I had on this bright, it wasn't bright green, what was that? It was made out of linen. It was a dress with a jacket. Oh, what called seafoam green, just beautiful. And I had high heels to match it. But I got hung up in some kind of traffic or something. I was running late already, and my flight was leaving, I think at 7 a.m. so I could get to work by 8 or 8:30. I think I had to be there at 8:30. Anyways, something happened, and then I got through security, and I knew my flight was fixing to shut the door on me, and I was literally sprinting in the airport in my suit and with my briefcase and my high-heel shoes, just running at full speed capacity. Now y'all have to remember, back in that time, I was like totally tip-top shape. I had 6-pack abs. Let's see, that was in the 30s, so I was 35, 38. Yeah, I had 6-pack abs because I worked out almost every day. So I was definitely very, very fit. And I was running. There were people just like moving out of my way while I was running through the airport. And some people were saying, "Go, lady, go," or "Go, girl, go." And they couldn't believe I was running in high heels in a full sprint. And I really can't believe it. But man, I'm telling you something, when you're worried or scared or your adrenaline's up, you can do a lot. You can do a lot more than you think you can. And that was full proof of it. And guess what? I got to the gate and I wouldn't say I was out of breath because I was in good shape, but I was breathing like someone that had been running. Even if you're a good athlete, you're going to breathe in and out. And I told the lady, I go, "Did my flight leave?" And she said, "No, it's been delayed." So I was doing all that running for nothing. But hey, I want to tell y'all, I had my workout before I even got to work that day. But anyways, y'all, that was funny. And it wasn't at DFW. Southwest flies out of Love Field. So a little bit smaller airport, but it's still a busy airport. But anyway, that's my story for today about something that happened in my past, so to speak, and running in high heel shoes, trying to catch my plane. But that's all I have today. I've got my mask off, and Carol, this was great. I got this from Carol Gardner, in case I didn't say her whole channel name, and I really loved it. Thank you. It's just made my skin feel so good. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. And then I thank everyone that has sent me things that I've used this today, and then this month in general. And then you know what the prize is, and like I said, I'll probably add a little bit more. I may add some skincare to it since it's got all beauty or makeup right now pretty much, except for that bar of soap. But anyways, I'm going to probably add to that. And let's congratulate our winner, Melissa, Coastal Girl, for the I Won So Can You with Kim, and be sure and get in touch with me. And I probably do have friend mail, but I'm just going to wait and do that next week. I just have too much going on. So I'm going to let you guys go. Be sure and use hashtag Jubilee if you want to get an entry into the June Jubilee. Share this video. Let me know where you shared it and when. And put hashtag Jubilee in a sentence, please. Not just Jubilee. It has to be hashtag Jubilee before or after or in the middle of the sentence. And you will be eligible to win. And again, be looking for the winners. The Jubilee winners for May is coming out, and it'll probably be out maybe on the 3rd or the 4th this week. But as for today and Mask Monday and this long Mask Monday that we're still here, and if they have an emoji of someone running, well, why don't you put one in there? Do they have emojis with people running? I don't know, or an airplane. You know, if you can put a plane or someone running, then I know you were here the whole time and you know what the airplane or the running, sprinting means. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I have. Have a wonderful week. And as usual, I wish you all a blessed and happy day. Bye-bye.